Welcome here. This video is going to be me chatting about ways that you can become more creative in your art journey. And you can listen to this episode by just like playing in the background and, doing something else. But you can also just watch me draw in this slow, beautiful process. So, yay. Ways to become more creative. I was just about to say productive, but actually it's creativity that leads to productivity as well. And I just asked an AI to tell me the ways that I can become more creative. And I'm going to summarize some of the points that AI has given me. So basically, the first thing that AI said was to embrace curiosity. Yay, that's actually what I also have in mind. But embracing it too much is not gonna work. So I can't really say it's a brilliant advice because, you're gonna be curious about so many things, but you don't have much time to be that curious and that, be in pursuit of everything that you want to know. It's like, I want to know everything. I want to learn about science. I want to learn about, theater, art sort of industries that are not even related to my area of expertise. And I want to grow in all the areas possible. No, that is not the most useful way of becoming more creative because it's going to take your entire life. And after doing all of those, you're like nowhere near being creative at all because you don't know what to do with all that creativity. You're going to be bombarded with that. So no, AI, I don't think you should say that because you're not considering the life of a human being. Maybe you can do that for yourself. And you're doing that for yourself, actually. You're an AI, but we're gonna see what else you have. We're not gonna judge you very soon. So it's saying that you have to maintain a curious mindset and actively seek new experiences. I actually love that because when you say that you have to maintain your curiosity and that curious mindset, it means that you're learning all the time. And based on that learning, you're actually doing things that you are going to, be creative at. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, of course you have to learn about a bunch of things to become more creative, but you also have to be really considerate of the amount of time that you have. You can't just bash out and do everything that you want to do. That is never ever going to get you anywhere because A, you don't have much time. B, that might not even be good for your mental health. C, it's not, the most safe thing that you could possibly do because, I've been there, done that, and I know that it's not a good answer. Not a good answer. Yes, you have to be curious about things, but there is a limit, especially for us human beings. I don't know about AI. Maybe AI is talking about himself and, not considering humans' potential. But I guess that's something that all of, whenever you ask someone, they say being curious is actually gonna lead to creativity. But no, it's not all that. That's a part of it, but that is not going to consume your life in order to become creative. So there has to be a management sort of thing. So, the balance should be there. If it's just you being curious about stuff and learning about stuff, it's not going to work. And you probably know that. Everybody knows it. You have to manage your time and, work around the amount of time that you've got. So it also says that you have to seek new experiences, which is a very good thing to say. It's brilliant that you learn stuff by just experiencing and going out in the real world and not just be stuck at, a bookshelf or a library, because from the day that we were actually going to school, from the day that we went to school, we were taught that reading and studying is going to get you to the highest point in your life, and it's going to make you successful. It's going to give you anything that you want. But that was absolutely wrong, because you're not teaching that person how to manage their life. You're not teaching that person how to actually manage like their business when they grow up and they want to be very reliant on themselves, and monetarily they have to have all of those knowledges that only comes with experience. And so that is right about art, and also very right about other stuff. For example, before I got into YouTube, I had no idea what YouTube was, and I didn't know what I should be doing. So I wanted to read a lot of stuff about it. But one thing that I actually did wrong was that I didn't really consider the fact that I have to really do this. And after trying a lot, after experimenting a lot, after doing all the things that, just takes all of that mental capacity and put it into work, after doing all of that, you're going to actually learn. And it doesn't need you to sit down and read a book about it, because reading a book about it is basically a waste of time, when in fact it's all about experience that is going to teach you. It's not a practical thing to read a book and be able to produce a big masterpiece for your YouTube channel or for any other areas of life that you might want to grow and expand your business, or your growth, or whatever. Okay, so that is another part of it. So new experiences, good, because you have to gain new experiences, but it has to be directed at the goal that you have. If you're just going outside and traveling a lot, you want to meet new people, and you want to always talk to strangers and always do things that is very outside of your comfort zone, then you're missing something. You're missing something here. You're not all concerned about your goal. You're just concerned about knowing it all, and not be an expertise on your area, but be jack of all trades, which is never ever going to work. I mean, I've seen that people say, I am jack of all trades and I am really interested in so many stuff. But if you have ever dabbled in business and doing things that is going to give you money, or I'm not talking about I'm not saying that money is important that much, but it is important. But I'm saying that it's going to just be very unmanageable if you want to do all of it. I am interested in so many things. I want to be be in a sport. I want to go out and go to college. I've been to college, but I want to go again to college and do some science stuff, and maybe become a worker at that field, because I'm so interested in it. But at the same time, I don't have time nor the opportunity to do so. So what am I going to do? I'm going to just do whatever is possible at this time of my life. Maybe later on, I can think about that. Maybe later on, I can actually, dedicate some of my time to that area and figure that out as well, and do those things at the same time. But you have to know when is the right time. Yay. So it says that you have to be open to learning from various sources, whether it's books, documentaries, art, or conversations with different people. Cultivate a sense of wonder about the world around you. I actually love the fact that it says you have to also like read books and, do documentaries, watch documentaries, because one thing that really motivates me to do art, and like it really just, revive my sense of artistic ability, like it just revives that sense of creativity, is watching documentaries. And since I'm really in love with video making and trying to, make a very cinematic video, or also just like watching movies, and I'm like analyzing everything that is going on, because like I'm looking at all the color corrections and things that are so perfect in a movie, and the editing, and like it feels like heaven for me, because like that is my dream job, to be a videographer. Not a videographer, but like somebody who's making the best videos, like the best videos, but in a very, unique style, which is going to be my style. And that is like a plan that I have for my future, and it has been there. And it probably has influenced my artistic ability, because when I was like watching movies, I would just look at the background, look at certain object and the way that light is just hitting those objects, like that beautiful aesthetic of the movie. And it just captures my curiosity, actually. It just like makes me more curious. Oh my God, I don't even know how to say curious now. It makes me so much more curious about stuff like that is art related, that is about art, and, makes me want to really learn about art at this point. So, like just watching movies and playing games and watching documentaries is a perfect way to go to motivate yourself and to learn more about art. But I would say that they have to not get out of bound. They have to not get so much into your life. Like, you don't have to always be watching movies and wasting your time doing things that is so passive. Yeah, of course, you have to study it. You have to study different style of filmmaking, different style of videography and all that. But one thing that I would want to emphasize, that I said it before as well, is that by experimenting different styles, different things, and making that video, actually getting to work, doing the thing, it's going to improve your art journey and improve your, like if you're doing video like me, if you're doing YouTube, then it's going to improve your video making. And I know that my video right now is not at a point that I would say it's a very good video, because like, no, it is not. I am not at that point. I am nowhere near that, if I were to be like totally honest about the thing that I think about my videos, because like I have not been getting into that area of cinematic sort of videos. I am so far from that. So yeah, that's watching movies. But there's another thing that it says, having conversation with different people. I actually love that, but like, not for me. It's not for me, because yeah, I want to be creative, but I'm introverted. I don't even know how to say that. Introverted, and I don't have that, interest in having conversation with different people, going outside, going out in the public, and having some, chat with my friends or anything like that. It's like, it's gonna hurt me. If anything, it's gonna hurt me, because after one or two sessions like that, when I like go outside and talk to my friends, I always say that I don't want to be there anymore. Like, I just like, my mind goes like, we have to go back to that quietude, like I love the quiet. I love just being with myself and work on my stuff. If I'm not working, I'm not feeling good. So, like I'm not worthy if I'm not working. You know why? And I know that people might argue with that, but like, I feel like everybody should think about this, okay? We are what we do, and our personality is based on what we do. And if we're not doing anything, we're nothing, man. We're nothing. It's like, if you're not moving, you're just like an object, and you have no soul, and you have no worth, therefore. I mean, like, look at Earth, you know? Does it have any soul? Does it, you get what I'm saying? I guess that you get, but like, there might be people that are disagreeing with me because like they say, no, your worth is not in your work, but it is in my work. It is what I do that makes me feel worthy. And if I don't do anything, I'm absolutely trash. I'm nothing. I'm wasting my time, wasting my life, and doing nothing, and I'm nothing. I'm no one. You know what I mean? It's like, you have to do something all the time. And so wasting time that much just to make yourself creative, it's not ideal for me. It's not productive. And maybe it's different for you or anybody out there, but for me, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a terrible advice to give myself that, you know. And the second one is actually very near to that. Step out of your comfort zone and explore new activities, hobbies, or subjects. Okay, so you already told me that, Mr. AI. I don't even know why you repeat yourself that much. Do you not know the specific answer that you might want to give to this? Like, just summarize everything, you know, like, why do you make them into 2 points when they're so close to each other and they are basically the same concept? It says that you need to do more of different things. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, AI, you can do better. I mean, you're just saying that you're better than us. So why is it so confusing for you to just categorize everything in a very neat way? But it says that you have to explore new things and new activities, new hobbies. Well, that is also right. All right, that is also right, but not efficient. You know what I mean? Not something that I would do. Why do I need to, why do I need to spend time creating new hobbies for me and doing things that isn't going to contribute to my business? And just like be very away from my work and do things that, okay, I'm repeating myself at this point because it just doesn't make sense. I mean, yes, for sure, you have to have some like time off, maybe 1 hour. You just want to take a break, have a lunch, have a dinner. But like, why would you waste your time and invest your time in something that has nothing to do with you? And you probably would get better result if you put all of that time into one specific area. I mean, one specific area should be chosen, and that specific area should be worked on forever. You know what I mean? It's like, if you want to be great at something, do it over and over, obsess over it every single day. Do not think about anything else. And you are what you think and what you do, Like, you will become that if you are obsessing over becoming the best, for example, YouTuber. This is the example that might be, it applies to me as well, so you do it all the time. Every single day, you say, I'm going to be the best art YouTuber ever existed, right? And I'm going to do the best. I'm going to make the best videos. That's what you're going to do. Every single day of your life should be spent like that. So it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it doesn't make sense to waste my time on different things that isn't gonna, lead me to that success that I want for my life to have. It says that in another point, it says that engage in brainstorming sessions, set aside dedicated time for brainstorming ideas, write down any thoughts, concepts, or solutions that come to your mind without judging or censoring yourself. Well, I think that's a very great idea, to write down every idea that comes to you, like that flashlight that just like flashes through your mind, and it's like a very good idea. You just write it down. Maybe it's a terrible idea, but writing something down is, it has served me well. You know what I mean? It's something that is going to make you aware of all sorts of ideas that you've never thought of before. And all of a sudden, you're like more aware of becoming, like coming up with ideas. So yeah, keep a journal. Again, like their point is so near to each other. Keep a journal regularly. Write in a journal or keep a digital notes app to record your thoughts, observations, and ideas. Well, I feel like this is actually the same thing that it already said, and I don't know why it's keeping that repetition. I don't know. It's AI, man. It's AI. Confusing as heck. Keep a journal. All right. Collaborate and discuss ideas. Experiment and play. It already said that. Like, it was near to that, man. Find the inspiration in nature and art. That's good. Practice mindfulness and relaxation. All right. That's also good. Remember, creativity is a skill that can be nurtured and developed with practice over time. I think that's good because creativity is not something that you come up with on a spot. Like you don't have that ability as human beings. Like you have to be able to have a lot of experiences, and as you go along in that journey that you want to take, you're going to become more experienced. Things are going to flow more easily. And you're all of a sudden aware of all these subtleties that you were so ignorant and oblivious of. So it's, working. It's making you more creative. You're getting good at that game. Let me just give you this analogy for playing chess. When I first started to play chess, it was so hard to me. I couldn't even see where all the pieces are going to go. I didn't even know the movements. I was just starting out, but I made a lot of mistakes in the first few games. And after a while, I became so good at it that I did not even know, someone to tell me that this is a mistake. I knew what was the mistake, becoming aware of the mistakes and things that might go wrong. It's so essential for you. So in creativity, that when you have an idea, you're really aware now that idea is going to lead into a bigger idea, and you're gonna build things off of each other. Yes, and I guess that's a wrap or something. I don't even know if it's a wrap, but I don't know. I said all I wanted to say, and it's such a beautiful thing to think about. I mean, creativity is one thing that you need to take care of if you're an artist, and if you're not an artist, I feel like everybody is an artist, right? Even a YouTuber who's not even doing anything in arts, in arts industry, that YouTuber is an artist. Every YouTuber is an artist because they are actually making the best videos that they can, and making videos it just takes a lot of creativity. It just takes a lot of your creative energy, you coming up with ideas and you making that idea into a video, and executing that idea is just as creativity demanding as, coming up with that idea. So it's always important for us to keep a very curious mindset, but not a curious mindset that just thinks about everything that exists in this world, because that's going to only make you mad, give you madness. What I'm saying is that you need to be curious about your own journey, about what you're interested in. You know what I mean? For example, I'm giving you the example. It's all YouTube. For example, if someone is actually very interested in making YouTube videos and wants to be very good at YouTube and the best YouTuber, then that person should be curious about that area, that person should be always asking questions about like what are the, oh my god, okay, now I'm becoming more tired of talking. What are the best ways that you could possibly make videos that is going to get more views? And views are not even important, but like what is the best way to make a video? Like how you could come up with a great idea. That curiosity, that thing that you're going to chase after, that's going to lead into your, like your future success, and it's gonna be contributing to your business. That curiosity, I absolutely love. So thank you for listening to me. I hope that it was a useful video, and I'll see you in the next one.